Yep, here we go. I don't know why, but everything these days seems to need a disclaimer. This video and the contents within it are for fun, educational, and enthusiastic purposes only. Please don't get anything too confused or twisted. This is martial arts, it is serious, but please stop taking yourself so seriously.
So, for
We're
this,
here for the students,
simple
not our
double stick Hubud. So it's largo to medial. We're aiming for each other's stick and hand. Trying to work good footwork. Not too much circling in a loop. Not just too much one step, one step, one step. We're kick on that stick. Sorry. You can smack me back if you want. Okay, now we're going to do Hubad with the now. Nothing changes from our movements or our footwork. The only thing that changes is what we have in our hands. Now, you can hold it forward grip, positive grip, like that. Or you can hold it. Obviously, I have things, my switches and things. We're not going to worry about that right now. If I add that in, don't let it affect you. We're just doing Hubad. Okay? So you're going to give me that 7, that slash. See, that left foot still leads. I come under. Serve the dish. Now my right hand is forward and back. Lift your left foot down. Good. Now, see with that knife there? This is when you come under your body. See how you're now using the blade? There you go. Now you step up as well. Okay, now you're going to come into the position. There we go. See? We're here. Now let me go back. Good. There we go. Arm carry. If I want, I can come straight up for the kill. I'm going to give you a chance to react. There you go. Now, see that left? That left needs to already be under. Try and go under. Put your hand back. There you go. Try and go this way. There you go. There you go. That way you have left wrist. See how you go this way? So you can break that out. If I come this way, you can take me out here. Boom. Step. Up. Boom. Up. Push. Good. See, like I'm saying, if mine changes, you don't change nothing, okay? Don't let me get that foot again, though. Ah, good job. Okay. So, obviously, Hubad literally stands for and means tie and untie. Okay? We're learning to tie the other person up and untie ourselves. Now, for empty hands, Hubad, there's 3 that we can do. Today we're just going to focus on 2 of them. And it's hammer fist and elbow. Okay? Okay. So, with a lead elbow, you're going to lead elbow. Right? There you go. So see, I put up a stop sign. Alright, so instead of parrying first, I'm stopping it first. Because now when I go to step, then I'm pushing. Now, I'm going to attack you. See how this side is open? That's because I've tied you up. I untied myself. Now I'm open. Now what you're going to do, and again, this is the miracle of what this drill is about, is learning how to use your hips, your body, and movement to untie you faster. Okay? So what you're going to do is as you use this hand to push my fist away from your face, you're going to step back with that and you pull it around the line. Go. Now. Go. Now we're going to do this back, punch elbow. See, my foot moves fast, this one comes forward. Now we're here, and we're going to go There you go. Now if I throw an elbow, just put up a stop sign as you step back. There you go. See how much distance you just gave yourself? Now circle behind my elbow. There you go. Push the elbow. There you go. I'm back in my face. All right. What questions did you have?
How is your way of doing it? Is it any different than a normal style Hubad in most Filipino arts or no?
The way I approach Hubad differs in some ways, but is almost completely classical.
Okay.
Most of your Hubud-Lubud drills should always resemble one another, similar to how a Sinawali. Like if you're gonna do heaven six, what we call 3-hit, if you're gonna do 3 hits in Sinawali, or what people call heaven and heaven, heaven and earth. Even some people do earth and earth. 6 Sinawali strikes. The slight way that you do it might change, but the spirit of it is the same.
Okay.
So the way that I do it, I add in some extra things like serving the dish, I call it, right? Making sure that your palm is up when we go to trap the elbow.
Did you learn that from Tuhan Ray?
I mean, some of the things that are specific, I don't honestly remember. I don't remember if it was him or somebody I trained with while training with him that kind of got me into that habit. To be honest, I can't quite remember. That's a good question. I'd have to think about who specifically got me onto that one. I just remember the exact reason that we do it, and the reason is that, like I was showing you, the amount of control I get is just slightly better. But most of the things that differentiate the way I do it, or the way that I call it, Screama instead of Kali, it's because I have more of a stick fighting background than a Kali background, but not necessarily an artiste. So all 3 are interchangeable. They all technically mean the same things, but mine starts more with stick and machete, and then goes to everything else. But that's also why in my system we have such an emphasis on the distances. So most, not all, and not even necessarily the more modern ones, but a lot of the traditional FMA systems used to try and play in one set range.
Okay.
So if they were largo mano, they'd stay to that. If they were corto mano, they try to stay to that. Kind of like how when you break it down into what's Sigurand's Panatukan, all this, it's all striking.
Yeah.
Right? It's just what are they focusing on, basically. But ultimately, there's no difference between my Hubad and someone else's. It's just the way and what I focus on.
Okay.
My focus in Hubad is literally on the body mechanics, setting you up for a good recounter. Because it's not a defensive move as much as people think it is. It's a counter-offensive. And the difference is that defending is the last resort. Right? Defending is like when a boxer gets put up on the ropes and they just do this.
Okay.
That's defense, right? What we do is in defense, we do counter offense.
So this is like FMA equivalent, like counter punching drills?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and that's also part of the reason that we focus on that footwork of that back and that forth and that side to side and that movement is so that you get used to moving your upper body and your lower body at the same time, right? Especially if I'm using a small knife, which I don't really carry small knives, but if you're using a small knife, you have to close that distance on that person to be able to touch them with that blade, right?
Yeah.
So that means you have to engage in that footwork, right? If I'm going to attack, my attacking side needs to be forward. If I'm going to defend, I need to get my body out of the way.
Yeah.
So that's why that right foot forward, right foot back at first is so important, and then you can change it to left foot, right foot, left foot as you go.
It felt a lot smoother once I got that down.
Once you get the footwork down, a lot of the time it's because of your body mechanics. The human body can only move so many ways, and it's only been able to move so many ways for, I don't know, like 100,000 some years. So pretty much every art is going to be based off of that. That's why you can go to tons of different dojos and gyms, and you'll know the exact move that they're doing, but it's a different name. It's a lot of the difference in most martial arts is not necessarily the moves you're doing, it's the setup and the way you get to it.
Okay.
So pumped to answer some questions.
Heck yeah.
All right, again, everybody. This is not the be-all, end-all of what Hubad Lubad is, but hopefully this gives you guys some answers, maybe some ideas about how my system works from the ashes, Filipino Martial Arts. Also, thank you for coming this far into the video. And if you have made it this far, please make sure to like and subscribe. And also, it's our boy Mikey, my assistant's 18th birthday this month. So please, everybody, make sure and give him some love in the comments.
See, I wish we had mics so that they could hear that smack on your wrist. Are you getting red already?